Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Jay Steph. We are back at it again with another documentary reaction. All right, I got a comment under my comment section, and they told me to check out the Limerick feud. All right, this is the story of the Limerick feud that cost 20 bodies. All right, 20 bodies. Okay, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tap them links down below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. All right. Tap them links down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. The fuck, help me help you, okay? All right, we are here. And without further ado, we got Inside Crime Files, right? This is his video. So shout out to bro. Tapping into you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Man, let's get into it, man. Let's learn.
The 20th century drew to a close. The Irish city of Limerick found itself embroiled in a web of criminal activity that would soon erupt into one of the most notorious gang conflicts in the country's history. The Limerick feud, as it came to be known, is a harrowing tale of family rivalries, power
families,
struggles, and the ruthless battle for control over the lucrative drug trade in the region.
Oh yeah, it's getting real.
Limerick had already earned a grim reputation, colloquially
real.
known as Stab City, due to its high crime rates and prevalence of knife-related incidents. However, the events that would unfold in the coming years would eclipse even this ominous moniker, plunging the city into a spiral of violence that would claim numerous lives and leave an indelible mark on its history. On a seemingly ordinary Friday afternoon in November 2000, an event occurred that would set in motion a chain of violent reprisals lasting for over a decade. Kean, a prominent figure in Limerick's criminal underworld, sat in his car outside a primary school, waiting to collect his son. Unbeknownst to him, a gunman, believed to be his former associate Eddie Ryan, approached with deadly intent. In a twist of fate that would alter the course of Limerick's criminal landscape, the would-be assassin's gun jammed at the crucial moment. Recognizing his assailant as a man he once considered a trusted ally, Kean watched as Ryan fled the scene, leaving behind a failed attempt and sowing the seeds of a vicious conflict that would engulf the city. This botched assassination attempt marked the beginning of the infamous Limerick feud, a conflict that would claim the lives of 20 individuals and leave countless others affected by its brutal fallout. The feud was not merely a struggle for control over the drug trade, it was a complex tapestry of personal vendettas, family loyalties, and the ruthless pursuit of power. To understand the feud's origins, one must delve into Limerick's criminal history. For years, the Kean and Colopy families had dominated the local underworld, establishing themselves as key players in the distribution of cocaine and heroin beyond the confines of Dublin. Their reign, however, was about to be challenged by new blood in the form of the Dundon family. Kean, the head of the Kean gang, had built a formidable criminal empire. His organization was known for its efficiency and brutality, with Eddie Ryan serving as its primary enforcer. The two men had a long-standing friendship and alliance, their fortunes intertwined in the murky world of organized crime. However, the bonds of loyalty in this world are often tenuous, and a series of events would soon test the relationship between Kean and Ryan. Personal disputes and family conflicts began to erode the trust between the two men. Ryan, ambitious and seeking to emerge from Kean's shadow.
Why did he try to off him? Does anybody know? Why he tried to off his old man's? Like, why did he do that? What was the point of doing that? Why did he try to off him? Is it because he wanted the flip of power? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Is he was like, you in a seat in the CEO seat for a long time. People get jealous and shit like that and want to, be in your spot and get all the money. Like, so what was the purpose of him pulling up on him and trying to blick his ass down? Like, I don't know.
Began to entertain thoughts of establishing his own operation.
Okay, so it sounded like he wanted to be the boss. That's what it sounded like.
An altercation between the daughters of Kean and Ryan at a local schoolyard proved to be the catalyst for their deteriorating relationship. The incident, which resulted in one girl receiving a facial injury inflamed tensions between the two families. What might have been dismissed as a childish squabble in other circumstances became a point of bitter contention.
Swear to God that the daughters of these two niggas caught each other eye to eye. It's on sight. They squabble down, go back to their fathers, and then it turns into a street beef. What do you know? What are the odds of that? Wow. Where is this shit? Is this shit in Dublin, Ireland? Where is this shit at? Where is this feud at?
Limerick's criminal gangs.
Sound like Ireland. All the Wicks and Ricks and shit. That's y'all last names and shit.
The response to Ryan's attempted assassination of Kean was swift and merciless. Within days, Eddie Ryan met a violent end while attending a funeral at St. John's Cathedral.
They caught him.
A brazen attack that shocked even the hardened criminals of Limerick. Two gunmen entered the crowded Moose Bar where Ryan was having a drink with his son, Kieran. In a hail of automatic gunfire, Eddie Ryan's life was cut short. His son Kieran narrowly escaped the same fate, having stepped away to the restroom moments before the attack. The identity of the gunman was never officially confirmed, but strong suspicions pointed to Christy Kean's brother Kieran and Philip Colopy, an enforcer for the Colopy gang. This retaliatory strike marked the true beginning of the Limerick feud, setting off a chain reaction of violence that would engulf the city for years to come. The murder of Eddie Ryan drew clear battle lines between the warring factions and set the stage for an escalation of hostilities.
Wow.
Bamboo HR is
Swear
easy
to
for
God,
everyone.
he sent
How
them
about a head of
niggas to
culture
lick his
named
ass
Kate
down
McSuffin?
at the fucking
As the
funeral.
feud developed,
Wow.
the criminal landscape of Limerick underwent a dramatic transformation. The Kean gang, recognizing the need for increased firepower and support, forged an alliance with the Colopy family. This union created a formidable force in the local drug trade, combining the resources and manpower of two of the city's most established criminal organizations. On the other side of the conflict, the Ryan family, now seeking vengeance for Eddie's murder, found unlikely allies in the form of the McCarthy-Dundin faction. The Dundin brothers, originally hailing from England, had returned to Ireland and quickly established themselves as major players in Limerick's criminal scene.
Shout out my Irish people, man.
Operating out of the Ballinacurra Western area on the city's south side, they had rapidly expanded their drug network and were hungry for more power. The McCarthy-Dundin alliance...
Greed, man. I'm telling you, that greed, boy. You hear that shit? I want more power, more. Give me more. Like, bro. Man, I'm telling you, that greed. That's why I need to read that daggone Bible, boy. Bible be talking about that greed, man. I'm telling you, that greed is the devil, man. Don't let. You know, it's good to, you know, money be the motivation, but when you love the love of it, you know what I'm saying? That's when it get a little tricky, you know what I mean? And then you get greedy, and then you start doing anything for the bread. We seeing it now, bruh. Go look at Dubai. Do your homework on Dubai.
Colopy gang had secretly agreed to join forces with the Ryan family. Their ultimate goal was to seize control of Limerick's lucrative drug trade and exact revenge for Eddie Ryan's murder.
Double cross. Whoa.
On January 23rd, 2003, a series of events unfolded that would shock even the most hardened criminals in Limerick. Reports circulated that Eddie Ryan's young sons, Eddie Jr. and Kieran Rashers, had been kidnapped by armed, masked men on Moylish Road in Ballinanty. This apparent abduction set in motion a chain of events that would lead to a brutal betrayal.
Whoa.
A week after the alleged kidnapping, Kieran Kean Sr. and his nephew, Owen Tracy, arranged to meet Desi Dundin at a house near the Fairgreen. The Keans had brought in the Dundins, ostensibly to eliminate the young Ryan brothers, fearing potential retaliation for their father's death. Kean had reportedly promised a substantial sum of €60,000 for the double murder. Believing they were working with allies, Kean and Tracy arrived at the house expecting to witness the execution of the Ryan brothers or view their bodies. Instead, they walked into a carefully orchestrated trap. Upon entering, they were confronted by several armed men. In a shocking turn of events, Kean and Tracy found themselves bound, beaten and hooded. The captors, having failed in their attempt.
So these niggas tried to set up somebody else to get kidnapped. They pull up to the house where the kidnapping and the beating and everything was going to take place at. Come to find out that it's they ops on the other side of the door waiting for them. And they drag their ass in, kidnap them, and tie their ass up and beat the fuck out of them. What are the fucking odds, boy? Jesus Christ, man.
To lure two Colopy brothers to the same location, decided to proceed with their grim plan. Kean and Tracy were transported to a remote country road on the outskirts of Limerick.
Oh, yeah, it's
there,
over.
In a cold-blooded execution, Kieran Kean was stabbed and shot once in the back of the head.
Oh, my Jesus.
Owen Tracy suffered a horrific ordeal, enduring 17 stab wounds to his face, head, and chest.
Jesus Christ! Damn! What? I don't got the music, man. Just salute, bro. RIP to all the victims. Jesus Christ, boy. Man, you get stabbed and shot in the back of the head, and then they stab you 17 times in your face and neck area. Boy, ain't too many people making it out of that. Jesus Christ, boy. Jeez, man. God. That's, man, boy.
Believing both men to be dead, the
boy.
Attackers fled the scene. In a miraculous turn of events, Tracy survived the brutal assault and managed to seek help. The true nature of the double cross became apparent 6 hours later when the two Ryan brothers walked into Portlaoise Garda station, unharmed, and revealing that they had never been kidnapped at all. The entire kidnapping scenario had been an elaborate ruse designed to lure the Kean Colopy gang into a vulnerable position. The McCarthy-Dundon alliance, in collaboration with the Ryans, had orchestrated this brutal betrayal with the aim of eliminating their rivals and assuming control of the Midwest region's drug trade. The murder of Kieran Kean Sr. marked a significant escalation in the Limerick feud. It was seen as the first major killing of the conflict, a direct retaliation for Eddie Ryan's attempted assassination of Christy Kean. The brutality of the attack and the cunning nature of the double cross sent shockwaves through Limerick's criminal underworld and beyond. In the months that followed, the violence continued to spiral. John Ryan, Eddie Ryan's older brother, became the next target in this bloody vendetta.
Here we go.
While working on a friend's patio in Thomondgate, John was gunned down by a young assailant, reportedly no older than 15, who approached on a motor.
They got a 15-year-old to do that? What the fuck? These niggas done got the local gangs around the block to go do that to him. What the fuck?
Ryan succumbed
Hold on, replay that,
to a
bro.
friend's
They say he
patio
was
in
15.
Thomondgate. John was gunned down by a young assailant, reportedly no older than 15, who approached on a motorbike.
On a motorbike
Ryan
on a
succumbed
two-man
to his
pad.
injuries less than an hour later at the Midwestern Regional Hospital. The cycle of violence continued unabated. In October 2003, Michael Campbell McNamara, a 23-year-old member of the Kean Colopy gang, fell victim to a particularly gruesome murder. His mutilated body was discovered on waste ground near South Hill in Limerick, bearing signs of a brutal execution. McNamara had been bound, stabbed multiple times and shot twice, a clear message to his associates and rivals alike. As the feud raged on, its impact began to extend beyond the confines of Limerick's criminal.
Tell you something about these white folks. I love all my white folk too, man. All right? I love everybody. There's no need to be mean or nothing to no one, okay? But let me tell you something about these white folks. My white folks. Y'all is crazy as hell, okay? Y'all niggas is crazy as hell. You niggas need to relax, all right? You need to relax. Ireland is cracking. Let's just put it there. Ireland is bussin', boy. Bussin'. Ain't no doubt about it. You got Limerick. These niggas over here bussin' at they old man's niggas getting double crossed. You think that you about to kidnap somebody and then your ops is through the door kidnapping you with the Uno reverse card? Boy, it's not a game out here, man. Jesus Christ, boy.
Criminal gangs. Innocent bystanders found themselves caught in the crossfire, both literally and figuratively. The most notorious case of collateral damage occurred in 2008, when Shane Gagin, an innocent rugby player, was mistakenly targeted by the McCarthy-Dundon faction.
No.
Gagin's murder, a case of mistaken identity, sparked public outrage within Limerick and across Ireland. The intended target had been Johnny McNamara, a convicted drug dealer with ties to the Kean Colby gang,
They don't even look
who
like
lived
that
in the
nigga.
same
What the
neighborhood
fuck?
as Gagin. McNamara had already survived 3 previous attempts on his life, a testament to the relentless nature of the feud. The killing of Shane Gagin marked a turning point in public perception of the Limerick feud.
Yeah.
The death of an innocent man brought home the reality of the violence that had been plaguing the city, galvanizing public opinion against the warring factions and putting increased pressure on law enforcement to bring an end to the conflict.
Booking a flight? Download
This
Kayax
shit
app and set
crazy,
a price
man.
alert. We'll notify you
This
as soon
shit
as the
crazy
price
as hell.
changes.
I ain't lying.
So handsome.
I think. Oh, I can't buy this.
Whoa. Your Empower investment account.
My fault. We back. Let's go.
Throughout the duration of the Limerick feud,
Gotta.
the guards faced an uphill battle in their efforts to curb the violence and bring the perpetrators to justice. The close-knit nature of the criminal gangs, the code of silence among their members, and the fear of reprisals among potential witnesses all contributed to the challenges faced by law enforcement. Despite these obstacles, the guards made significant strides in their fight against organized crime in Limerick. Through a combination of increased surveillance, strategic operations, and community engagement, they gradually began to turn the tide against the warring factions. The establishment of specialized units dedicated to tackling organized crime,
Yup.
along with enhanced cooperation
They done
between
brought the
different
feds
branches of
in.
law enforcement,
They sick of the violence.
crucial in dismantling the criminal networks that had held Limerick in their grip for so long.
Yup.
As the second decade of the 21st century dawned, the intensity of the Limerick feud began to wane. The combined efforts of law enforcement, community initiatives, and the attrition of key players in the conflict contributed to a significant reduction in violence. However, the scars left by the feud run deep. Over the course of a decade, the conflict claimed 20 lives and was responsible for hundreds of shootings,
Jesus Christ.
stabbings, and pipe bomb attacks. The human cost extended far beyond the direct casualties, affecting families, communities, and the very fabric of Limerick society. Despite the relative calm that has descended on the city in recent years, remnants of the feud occasionally resurface. In 2015, Christy Kean, the man whose attempted assassination had sparked the conflict 15 years earlier, once again found himself in the crosshairs. While heading to the gym on the University of Limerick campus, Kean was shot multiple times by 2 gunmen. In a demonstration of the resilience that had characterized his criminal career, Kean survived the attack. Today, Limerick presents a different face to the world. The city has made significant strides in shaking off its violent reputation, focusing instead on economic development, cultural initiatives, and community renewal. However, the legacy of the Limerick feud serves as a cautionary tale about the destructive power of organized crime and the long-lasting impact of gang violence on urban communities. That is our video for today. If you want to see our next videos...
Hey, shout out Inside Crime Files, bro. Yeah, bro, be sure to leave a like for that. Sure to like and sub to the channel. Man, we just learned something today, boy. These Limerick motherfuckers is crazy, boy. They was out here dropping bodies. Niggas getting fake kidnappings and then having an Uno reverse card on they ops and then kidnapping them. Shit is wicked, boy. Hey, be sure y'all be safe out there, all right? It is bussin' in the world right now, all right? Like, comment, and subscribe. Next time, it's your boy J.